Now we go to the Ramos Law Hotline where we bring in Adam Schefter. Good morning, Adam. How you doing, buddy?
Good morning, Jim. How we doing?
We're doing well. I mean, we're sitting here, tops of the league. Adam, I just have one simple question for you. Who's the best team in the NFL?
That's a very hard question to answer today. I would have absolutely thought it was the Los Angeles Rams, but they lost in Carolina yesterday. I still think more than anything it was probably a blip on the radar. Every team has a game like that where they're off, and Matthew Stafford threw some interceptions that he hadn't thrown recently. I still would say the Rams, but obviously it feels like it's as wide open as it's been in a long time.
Is that good news for the league, or does the league like front runners? Does the league like the Chiefs and the Patriots, or is this parity really what they want?
You know, it's funny you asked that because we were at breakfast this morning, and Rex Ryan was saying how that when he used to be a coach in the league at the owners' meetings, the league always took great pride every year at the beginning of the owners' meetings, pointing out how many new teams there were that made it to the playoffs. They always show a video to each of the teams, all the coaches and front office members at the start of the league meetings, and that the league loves to trumpet hope. The league sells hope. And so when there are new teams like this, when there's a season like this that's unfolding in front of us, where you have Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes on the outside looking in, I think the league loves that. And if you look at the quarterbacks that would be in the playoffs today, as of right now, Daniel Jones barely, Bo Nix, Drake May, Caleb Williams, Sam Darnold. It's almost like the ushering in of a new time that the league is having right now.
Adam, is this as wide open as you can remember seeing it?
Well, it's as wide open as I can remember seeing in a little while. I mean, the league changes year to year. The issue is, for the last, the Chiefs have won 9 straight AFC West titles, I believe, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, and so, Patrick Mahomes has been there for 9 years. And Lamar Jackson's been there winning MVPs and winning divisions, and Josh Allen. And you're always looking at those quarterbacks, and usually they have their teams at the top of their divisions, in contention in their conference. And not to say that they won't make it this year, because all of them still can, but they're all on the outside looking in today. And so when the heavyweights, the favorites, the high-profile names are on the outside looking in, that creates opportunities for the types of guys that we just talked about, the quarterbacks whose names I just mentioned to you.
When you look at the game last night, Bo Nix had a bad fourth quarter. The Broncos themselves overall kind of did offensively. But, Adam, he came through when it mattered. Again, that drive in overtime, you get the ball 5 plays right down the field, and boom. I guess we're just looking for consistency out of the young man. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for wins. Right now, depending on what happens tonight, they could have the best record in the NFL. So you keep looking all you want. The fact of the matter is they've won 9 straight games. The Chiefs have won 9 straight divisions. Broncos have won 9 straight games. I know they've won the last 4 games by a combined 10 points. Combined 10 points the last 4 games. I say, so what? The idea is to put yourself in a position to win the division, which they can. The idea is to put yourself in a position to have home playoff games, which they can. The idea is to put yourself in a position to where maybe, just maybe, they're going to have to win 2 home playoff games to get to the Super Bowl. It's a team that is giving itself a chance. That's all you could ask right now.
I'm right there with you, my friend. I just think you savor these opportunities because it's very, very reminiscent. 2015 was the last time, Adam, that the Denver Broncos won a road overtime game. And we remember how 2015 ended. I'm not saying that this is the same team. That was a Hall of Fame quarterback who figured it out late in that season. But they won games in the same manner. They won ugly games. You never know what you're going to get.
Well, I think that's the whole thing. And, by the way, just think about all the lean years there have been recently. How many lean years have there been, right? A lot, correct?
Yeah, it's been a decade of lean.
Okay, so when you have all that lean, and now you're in a spot that I don't care if they're winning close games. Doesn't matter to me. They're winning. They're in the spot you want to be.
Yeah, Adam, I mean, that's what Vic's been arguing all morning, and I definitely think there is something to that. But I also think, Adam, there's something to raising the standard year over year, right? The first year where you've stacked back-to-back 10-win seasons since 14-15, you've got to continue to build and get better. Adam Schefter, brought to you by Colorado Credit Union. Love where you live, love where you bank at Colorado Credit Union. Join today at ccu.org. What I'm curious, Adam, is just clearly this has been shaping up to be a special season. It's been a heck of a ride. But even if we take a little bit of a step back and look 30,000-foot view, the Broncos are set up here for a couple of years with Bo Nix in his rookie deal, with this defense, with Russell Wilson's money coming off the books. Are they arguably in maybe the best spot, like 3-year outlook-wise, of anybody in the league?
No, I would not say that. I think that's getting carried away because this league changes so much. You would have said the Philadelphia Eagles were in a great spot, and look where they are. I just think this year's the evidence that all you can do is put yourself in a spot, and that's why, to go back to Vic's point, it's right. Like, I don't care how much cap room they have. Or the year after, right? It's just that you just don't know. It requires talent, skill, luck, health, a lot of things, And so, like, a few of these games could have gone the other way, and you say, boy, they're in trouble right now. So I'm not going to say that they're in the best shape of any team next to it. They're in a good spot. They've cleaned up some of the mistakes they've made. They've put the organization back on track, and that's about as far as I'm willing to go right now, other than they're in a great spot for this season right now, and it would be great if they could try to take advantage of it.
You know what's freaking Bronco fans out, and I think, Mose, you might fall in this category, is they can't wrap their mind around luck, the fortune part of winning. In any league, in any sport, in any championship run, every team gets fortunate at some point. The Broncos just happen to have gotten fortunate multiple times already, but fortune it just happens, and you can't win without it. You have to be lucky to win in today's game. It's part of it, Mose.
Right. You need the karma, the sports gods smiling on you. You need to be good. You need to put yourself in this. You just don't know what happens. That's the whole thing. You take your chances. They're going to get a swing. They're going to playoffs this year. Okay, they should win the division this year. So they should have, at the very least, one home playoff game. If it goes right, they should have 2 home playoffs before this trip to the Super Bowl. I mean, what else can you ask for? And by the way, just go through every year. Every year, there are upsets in the playoffs. There are teams that get rolling. You don't know how it's going to go. Just got to put yourself in a spot that they're in right now, which is great.
2 things for me before I'm done here. Number one, I saw you on TV this morning. Smart suit, looked really good. I think you got a haircut. It looks high and tight, looks really good.
I get my haircut every Friday in football season, but thank you.
Yeah, it looked really good.
Every Friday?
You gotta stay sharp.
Every Friday. It's not that I get a cut. I just go get cleaned up because the sideburns get bushy. You just want to go into the weekend, into the Sunday and Monday shows, feeling clean. That's all. It's not that I need a haircut, but I like to feel clean.
I totally respect that. Number 2, Adam, when you get to this time of the season, and I'm watching this closely, and I was talking with the guys last night on our text thread, when you see teams, you see poor decisions that cost them games, right? I mean, and a team could do this, and this, but the coach makes that one decision, or that one player makes that. The decisions are so magnified at this time of year. It's just amazing to me that, golly, that one thing swung, 10 other things down the line. It's just crazy because it's just such a tight league.
But that goes back to Vic's point about luck playing a part in all of this too. You have to be good. You have to be talented. You have to put yourself in the right spot. But then you need a little bit of luck because it could just be one play where, by the way, yesterday, as an example, they ruled that the Texans' extra point was good. Now, if you saw the replays, it looked like it might not have been. I don't know. Very tough. The refs are under the goalpost. But if they had ruled it wide left, which they could have done, then it's a 3-point game. Then the Colts are driving down. Maybe they kick a field goal, and it goes to overtime, and who knows what happens. By the way, like Nick Benito taps that pass in the flat. The running back, I think it was Jeremy McNichol, was wide open. And I thought to myself, I haven't played the quarterback position at the NFL level. I never will, obviously. But Marcus Mariota is a 32-year-old seasoned veteran, and he played a great game last night. Great game. But couldn't he have just, lofted that pass in the air now? Really high pass to the guy, and then it's a 2-point conversion, and the Broncos lose. But Nick Benito made a great play. He deflected the 2-point conversion that won the game. If he didn't do that, they lose the game. So all the work, all the time, all the energy, all the focus, all the manpower, all the everything that went into that one game was decided because Nick Benito got high enough to deflect that Marcus Mariota pass. Think about that.
Mm-hmm. Hey, one point of clarity before we let you go, Adam. The injury to Justin Herbert with the left hand, the moonstruck hand, he's going to have surgery. How do you possibly play with a surgically repaired hand?
How do you do that? How does Aaron Rodgers go out and play with a fractured wrist? How does Amon-Ra try to play through a sprained ankle? How does Alex Singleton do what he does? These guys sometimes are that's so much respect for what they do. Justin Herbert said yesterday he's treating it as if he's going to be playing on Monday night. I don't know that he will be able to, but he's certainly determined on trying to do that. They're going to repair that hand. I don't know. I think it's probably I'm sure it's going to come down to the fact that that hand's going to be in a brace or a cast or however they treat it. And how does he handle it from there? And how does it work from there? So we'll see if he can get that done, but he's going to certainly try.
Adam, we're right up against it here. So unfortunately, in 30 seconds or less, how many teams are we looking at potentially right now on your radar making head coaching changes?
Well, it's 5 to 7 every year, and I think it'll be the same thing. We've already gotten 2. I'm sure we'll get at least 3, 4 more.
Okay. All right. Well, we appreciate it, Adam. Thanks so much for your time this morning, man.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
Adam Schefter, brought to you by Johnson Auto Plaza, where you get selection, service, and incredible savings on Ram, Jeep, Chevy, Buick, and GMC, all at one location. Experience the power of the plaza at Johnson Auto Plaza.
Hey, speaking of the Chargers, they're not going to catch the Broncos anyway. But with a broken hand, and again, he's got a broken bone, so they got to surgically repair it. I don't know what they do.
But you got to catch the ball.
Well, you do. I mean, you've got to be able to catch it on a shotgun. You got to be able to.
You can't go under center.
No.
Under center's done. I mean, he will not go under center again with a broken left hand. You can't. It's not possible.
That being said, their schedule is brutal.
Oh yeah. I'm not worried about them. I told you
Eagles
this last week.
at the Chiefs, at the Cowboys, Texans at home, and then at the Broncos. That is a brutal finish for the Los Angeles Chargers of Anaheim.
Exactly.
Brutal.
Exactly.